Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dr. Brickenstein here, aka Ken Turner. So I'm coming to you from my LEGO room. You can see my storage for my parts. And as I pan down here, you can see the Stormtrooper that I'm going to be working on today. Well, I've already made it, but I'm also going to be making it into a Santa Mech. You can see the Santa minifig right there. So I'm going to be changing out a lot of the parts for this mech and trying to make it a little more festive, and possibly adding a Christmas tree on the back as a jetpack. So we'll see what we can come up with for this Stormtrooper mech. Later in the video, I'm also going to be talking about a Brickheadz display that I made, a second one, and I'll show you how I made it. And then we'll also go and talk about a new intro for the channel, or for the videos that you see on this channel, and how I possibly can be doing that sometime soon. So let's get started. So here's the final build for the Santa Mech. I think it turned out pretty good considering what I had to work with as far as pieces go. You can see him hunting down the Stormtrooper right now. I'll go through all the features on this MOC. So I'll put these guys aside. I'll bring them up a little closer. So I took out that printed piece that they had originally. You can see it right there. You see Santa's minifig is inside. I just replaced it with this cone piece and put a little 1x1 in red, so it looks a little Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on the front there. Then I gave him a gold belt and gave him this translucent yellow 1x1 and just rotated it so it looked like more of a belt buckle. And there's a couple of clips here. So on the side I added a clip and a translucent 1x1. There's a little extra item on his utility belt right there. And then I added a pearl gold key on the other side. So we'll start with the legs here. I tried to change out as many of the pieces to give him some black boots. So I changed out this white piece and put it in black, so it looks like he has some big black boots on either side. And then on the upper legs, I was lucky enough to have enough of these 2x2 cylinder pieces. So I had 8 of them, and I was able to put them on the arms and legs, as well as having these sort of slope pieces, these circular slope pieces. I had 4 of them, so I was lucky to use them on the legs and arms as well. I attached a wreath and mistletoe on this leg, and then on the other leg I added a clip with this little roof piece and attached the Christmas Santa bag on the side. So moving on to this arm, if I rotate it, you can see a present on his shoulder in blue and orange, topped off with this pearl gold star. I also replaced the piece on his arm with this red slope piece, and I put a couple of translucent red 1x1s on the top. And then moving over to this arm, you can see I modified the gun, and it's a little more green and gold. Even changed out the scope to make it a green scope right there. Added these translucent 1x1s, these vent pieces I added to the side and top. I'll show you the other side here, how it looks from that side. I think it's looking pretty good. And then on this shoulder, I added a yellow and purple present and topped it off again with a star. So let's move to the back and check out his jetpack. So this is the jetpack, and I've added all these translucent 1x1s for the lights. Added this cone piece and this flame piece, and there's a star that tops off the jetpack. Now I've added a few jumpers to the back so it can attach right here, and so you can just push it in place and then he's ready to go and fly off into the sky. Like that. I think he's pretty posable. You can get him some nice dynamic poses, and he's pretty well balanced, I think, as well. He's just a little back heavy, that's all. I think this is a pretty good modification to the Stormtrooper mech. I've seen some pretty cool Santa mechs out there, but I'm glad to have made this a little bit more on my own, just using the Stormtrooper mech set. But that pretty much does it for the Santa mech. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's now move on to the Brickheadz display that I made. So here's my second Brickheadz display. You can see some of the MOCs I made for Santa Jack. There's the Dr. Brickenstein minifig. There's the Brickhead MOC for Michelangelo, along with the Michelangelo minifig. We have the owl. We have the haunted house ornament, the witch, Frankenstein's monster, the ghost. We have the cat and mouse set. We have my Pee Wee Herman Brickhead MOC, and then the Penguins Batmobile ride MOC that I made in a previous video. So let me take these all down, and then I'll bring down the MOC onto the table so you can see a little closer. So here's the Brickheadz display. I'll just go through it quickly, but if you want to see the previous video I made for this, I'll drop it down in the description. So I made this 10 layers high, and I've topped it off with these plates, and then it's 10 studs deep for each layer, here and here. And then I'll show you the back side, at least a little color scheme this time, whereas the other one was more of just any bricks I had. But you can see all the pillars or columns that I made in this blue and purple color, along with the lime green in the middle. And there's 5 of them. And each of them will settle into this white front wall piece. And they all clip into this second level right here. I added some plates underneath just to stabilize it and make it stronger. And it's pretty wide enough to fit any brick head on its base, as well as I'm finding some of my MOCs can go on it as well. But I really like the white that I did for this one, just like I did for the other Brickheadz display, because I think the brickheads show a lot better than an all black one. And this fits perfectly into that IKEA box shelf. And as far as how wide it is, it's 39 studs long, and it fits perfectly. With that, I think 40 is too much. So with that, let's move on to the final segment in this video. So the final thing I wanted to talk about was doing a new version of the video intro to Dr. Brickenstein. That castle was just like the first castle I ever made. It was just made from parts that I had, and back then it was just very few parts to use. So I think I'm going to use my vampire's castle up here and make a little maybe camera move along with it, but use the same lightning bolt in the back and background. Take it into editing and see if I can enhance it even more. But that's the basic idea of refreshing that intro. So I'll be probably doing that sometime this week, and then you'll see it in the videos to come for the rest of the year, this new intro that I'm planning. And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, I put the Santa Mech on my Christmas shelf, along with the Christmas X-Wing and my Vampire Nutcracker. But be sure to like and subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.